In this question, we are required to write 224 as a product of powers of its prime factors. Now, the best way to approach this question is by drawing a factor tree. So we start with 224, and then if you divide that by 2, you end up with 112. If you divide that by 2, you end up with 56. By 2, you end up with 28. By 2, you end up with 14. And by 2, you end up with 7. Now, all these numbers here are called prime factors. So we can say that 224 is equals to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 by 2 multiplied by 7, which is 2 to the power of 5 multiplied by 7. Okay, now the next question is write down 3 different factors of 224 with the sum of between 99 and 110. So basically what you can do here is that, just by looking at this factor tree, we can be able to write down factors of 224. So you can say from the factor tree, we can be able to say that factors of 224 are, well, we have 1, definitely it's a factor of any number. We have 2, of course, from the factor tree. 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. We have 7. 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that will be 8. It's also a factor. 2 multiplied by 7 is 14. That's a factor. And then 2 to the power 4 is 16. That's also a factor. Then we have 4 multiplied by 7, which is 28. It's a factor. 2 to the power 5 is 32, and that's a factor. And then also we have 56, which is a factor. And then from the tree diagram, we have 112 and 224, which is a factor of itself. And then from these factors, now we can be able to try and find basically 3 different factors that would add to a sum that's between 99 and 110. Now, the first one, and you can check this on your calculator, is so the required sums can be, so we have 32 plus 56 plus 16, which add to 104. And that's between 99 and 110, or you can have 56 plus 32 plus 14, which add to 102, and that also could be an answer. Or you can have 28 plus 16 plus 56, and this adds to 100, and that also can be an answer. So either of those satisfy the given conditions. Okay, number 6. A is given by 2 squared multiplied by 3 by 5 squared, and B is given by that. Find the highest common factor. Now, the approach here is that you can write A as 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5, and then B 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5. Now, highest common factor is basically the highest number that goes in both of the numbers. So the strategy here can be you just pair these numbers to find what is in common. So the highest common factor will be equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5, which will be equal to 20. And then for the lowest common multiple, um, basically what we shall do here is from what we have above here, we have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5 being the highest common factor. Yeah, so this is like the highest common factor. And then we just multiply the numbers that are left. You know, you multiply the numbers that are left to get the lowest common multiple, because lowest common multiple is what, if you multiply those numbers, what will they give? The answer that both of them will have at the end. So basically, we have 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 5, and then you multiply the remaining numbers. So here we'll have by 2, by 3, by 5, and what you end up with is 600, and that's the required answer. Part B of this question, find the value of n. So from the left hand side, we can see that 8 squared, I mean, just applying laws of indices here, if you multiply indices, so if you have a to power m multiplied by a to power n, that is equal to a to power m plus n. Okay, so applying that here, we can clearly see that, this will be equal to 8 to power 2 plus 3 over a to power 4, and that will be equal to a to power 5 over a to power 4, and that will be equal to, now again, if you divide indices, if you have, again, a to power m divided by a to power n, that is equal to a to power m minus n. Again, if you apply that here, you'll have a to power 5 minus 4, which is a to power 1. Now, a to power 1, if you express it as a power of 2, now this is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which is 2 to power 3. Okay? So you can see that comparing left hand side and right hand side, so now you can compare left hand side and right hand side. You can clearly see that, 2 to power 3 is equal to 2 to power n. So by inspection, n will be equal to 3.